Do you feel like you're doing everything right in your job search, but nothing's working? Like no calls, no interviews, no offers, no results at all, or very few results, like not the results you should be getting? Well, in this video, I'm going to show you and talk you through the biggest mistakes you are probably making that's holding you back so that we can fix them, so that we can get your notifications pinging on your phone with phone calls and emails and texts and all the good things. Okay, stay tuned. I'll see you on the other side. Hi, my name is Sara. I'm a certified career and leadership coach, and I help people find their dream jobs or get their next promotions or change their careers where they work less, make more money, and finally feel happy and fulfilled doing work that they love. I drop a new free training here every week, so make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss a single one. Okay, so job search methods of 2025. So traditional job search methods or ways to find jobs just don't really work anymore, or they do, but in a different way. Most of us spend a lot of our job search time on job boards, but that only yields 20% of offers and hires. And with the whole applicant tracking system, most resumes fail to even get in front of hiring managers. So we can't even capture their attention. So I want to walk you through some of the most common mistakes I see in job searches so that we can fix your job search so that we can get it to work. Okay, number one is we're going to start with your talking about your resume. And actually, the first mistake is starting with your resume. Now, the problem here is we really think that when it's time to find a new job, that we need to update our resume. The problem is we're updating our resume focusing on the job we have, as we're not spending any time thinking about the job you want. So then when we start applying to the jobs we want, it's not landing. It's not getting past the applicant tracking system. And if for by chance it is, it's not getting interviews because you're not representing what you do and framing it in a way that makes sense for what you want to do. Because that's really is the key. Your resume should reflect the job you want, not the one you have. So here's a quick tip. I want you to start your job search by clarifying your target role. What does that role's title look like? What do the responsibilities look like? What industry is this in? What location is this in? And getting a sense of the keywords and key phrases, because it's more about keywords, it's also about key phrases that those jobs use. And how can you infuse your resume and what you do now with those keywords and key phrases? So mistakes and quick fix number two is the over reliance on job boards. Like I said, only 20% of hires are found using job boards. Now, that's not to say I never want you to use job boards, because job boards do feel like we're actually applying to something active. And 20% of jobs do come from there. So I have hired people from postings where blind, like I did not know who they were before, or the hiring manager did not know who they were before. I've gotten jobs from just applying. So it's not to say we want to ignore it, but we don't want to put all of our eggs in that basket. Never mind the fact that it's very isolating and we get in our head and our rejection rates are ridiculously high. And so then we start thinking all of the things that are wrong with us. And so we start applying to anything and everything because we start getting desperate. Like it's just not very good for our emotional well-being and to maintain a positive mindset to only be on job boards. So we need to incorporate some networking into our job search strategy. is that's where 80% of jobs are found. Now, if you want to learn more about how to create a high impact networking strategy, there's this one video in particular that I want you to watch, but I also have a whole range of, and I'm sorry if it's not there, it might be there somewhere. There is a whole playlist of networking videos that I think would be valuable for you to watch. So take a look at that and see what one you want. So my quick fix for over-reliance on job boards is creating a weekly plan where you say you have 2 hours to search for a job because you're currently working, or 10 hours because you're not working. And I want you to cut that in half. So half on job boards and applying to jobs and prepping for interviews. Even if you don't have any scheduled, it's a good time to start prepping. And half for networking. So figuring out where it is you want to work, figuring out who works there and start reaching out, or even creating a list of all the people you know, or engaging on LinkedIn. In the networking videos, I kind of go through a little bit more about how to do that. So you're doing 1 and 1 if it's 2 hours, or 5 and 5 if it's 10 hours. We're having a more, you know, balanced job search strategy. So that's the quick fix for that. Okay, mistake number 3 is applying to jobs you do not want. I alluded to this in the previous thing. We tend to, when we are in a job search that is longer than we expected, we tend to feel that we we like that whole concept of beggars can't be choosers, that we need to expand our search. So oftentimes that has us like dropping down a level or two, thinking, well, if I can't get like a specialist job, maybe I can get an assistant job. Like that doesn't work because you're a flight risk. Like there's a whole slew of reasons why that won't work. But we think, oh, I can't even get an assistant job. Like, what is wrong with me? So trying to find that external validation for our confidence by applying to jobs we don't want, it does not work. So our quick fix is to stop wasting time and focus on roles that are not aligned with your strengths and goals. We're just not doing it. And instead, spend a little bit of that time doing some confidence work, and you can watch one of my confidence videos here. So, I have a client who, where we like, it was incredible. And there's a few different clients that I'm thinking of, but I'm going to use Carla in particular, and that's why I'm like pausing, because I'm like, which one should I choose? I want to talk about Carla, and because she only looked at job boards, she was only applying to jobs on job boards and was getting nowhere. Instead, she shifted her focus to networking and had immediately 4 opportunities land in her lap, none of which were posted online. It led to multiple offers, into the position that she really was excited about and hopeful for. And so I want that for you as well. So if you can do that by not starting with your resume, not relying on job boards, and not applying to jobs you don't want, and some of the other mistakes that I go through in the Find Your Dream Job Guide. It's a freebie, it's a free guide where like I fix these mistakes, I help you see results so you can stop spinning your wheels. So make sure you go grab it. And then make sure you subscribe to this channel so that you can find your dream job where you work less, make more, and finally feel happy and fulfilled doing work that you love. I'll see you next week. Take care. Bye. I just wanted to pop onto this video really quick because I just released a freebie that is perfect for you if you are interested in getting promoted, in moving up that leadership ladder. And I want to make sure you grab it. The link to it is below. It is called the Official Get Promoted Guide. Here's a little sneak peek. This is chock full of information about the mistakes you're making, how to actually get that next promotion, and what you can do next, and that secret to getting promoted in 2025. So make sure you grab this. It is in the comments below, the link to get it. Let's get promoted. Make 2025 your year. See you later. If you liked this video, then I invite you to join me in the Find Your Dream Job program, where you work less, make more money, and finally feel fulfilled doing work that you love. Find out more at www.saracurto.ca/CYLA. See you there.